How's it going, everyone? It's John here. I do videos on investing in credit, also some on adventure travel, and then really also use credit card rewards points and miles for things like travel, local fun, hotels, stuff like that. But anyway, what are we doing? We're doing a video today on investing. Two stocks actually that are exciting to look at. Here we are. It is early January. It's January 11th, 2022. So very beginning of the new year here. And what has happened is growth stocks, a lot of stocks have just been absolutely hammered, right? Stocks in the NASDAQ, tech stocks, whether it's growth stocks, small cap, mid cap. Really seems like kind of the growth stocks, like the small cap and the mid cap, or more like the mid caps, have really been hit hard, which obviously takes a toll if you have long positions. But at the same time, it does present opportunities, buying opportunities, because the Nasdaq is at a 3-month low, so it presents itself as a great opportunity to buy some positions, right? So two stocks I want to take a look at today, which are really exciting. And I want to just, very simple, take you in and take a look at what their financials are, and then take a look at how many, kind of analysts are following them and stuff like that. Is Opendoor, and then also Enphase. Enphase is in solar. So these companies are kind of different, but it's just two companies that I'm looking at. I don't have a position in them just yet, but I'm going to be taking a position in Enphase as well as Opendoor. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and take a look at both of these. And again, I'm going to take you into their financials so you can see, really what their revenues are, what their gross profits are, and then also kind of the analysts that are following them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take you in and show these to you. Okay, so real quick, just in case you don't know, here's a quick summary of Enphase. Enphase is in the solar industry. Enphase, together with its subsidiaries, designs, develops, manufactures, and sells home energy solutions for the solar photovoltaic industry in the United States and internationally. The company offers semiconductor-based microinverter, which converts energy at the individual solar module level and combines it with proprietary networking and software technologies to provide energy monitoring and control services. So there you go. Super duper techie and very mechanical explanation of our Enphase here. And to take a look at it, it's here we are on tip ranks, which is where I'll take a look and try to figure out how many kind of analysts are following it and what its ratings are. Enphase, 18 ratings, so 18 Wall Street analysts that are following it, and it's got a strong buy. You don't really see the strong buy, really very much. So certainly exciting. They're giving it the price target is 259, so 74% upside. If you take a look at it right now, it's 148, and it's definitely been hot. If you take a look at the financials, here we are with Enphase, 20 billion market cap. So getting a little bit thick there. At 20 billion, they just recently surpassed 1 billion in sales. One thing that's interesting about Enphase is of a lot of the solar companies that I've researched in terms of stocks, they tend to have quite low gross profits, whereas Enphase is different. Enphase tends to have rather attractive 41.5%. This is their most recent trailing 12 months. 41% gross profits, which is certainly higher than the magic number of 35, which I really 35 is kind of what I use as the magic number for trying to have year-over-year revenue growth of 35 or greater, and then also gross profits of 35% or greater, and then also their year-over-year revenue growth rate is right there at about almost 60%, 59.43. So great growth and very attractive gross margins. Certainly, I would say a standout for the solar industry, Enphase, at that 41.57% level. Yeah, so that is Enphase for you. The next one I want to take a look at, the other stock I want to take a look at today with you is Opendoor. In case you aren't familiar, Opendoor is quite revolutionary in the sense that they're basically you have a home. You go ahead and you submit your home, and they give you pretty much an offer right then and there, or they might do like a quick Zoom call with you and take a look at your house or something like that. But they do submit an offer pretty much on the spot or within a couple hours is what Opendoor does. So you take a look at it. Fortunately, Opendoor has been doing business long enough that they actually have some numbers. There's some really exciting stocks out there that, like for example, in the EV space, electronic vehicles. I'm sorry, electric vehicles, they actually don't even have any revenue yet. Where like a good example would be Lucid. Would love to invest in Lucid, but there's no revenue yet, so it's kind of makes it kind of difficult to really really understand kind of what's going to happen with the investment. But if you take a look right here at Opendoor, same thing. I'll go in and take a look at what their financials look like, and then also kind of what their analyst buy ratings, is quite similar to what I did with Enphase are. So let's go ahead and take you in real quick. All right, so here we go. So we got Opendoor right here. We've got their market cap right there at about 7 billion. Fairly sizable revenues. What's kind of interesting is, Opendoor's got more revenues than Zillow now, which, I guess it kind of makes sense if you think about it. I mean, they're selling homes, so it's going to be each transaction is going to generate a lot of revenue. Whereas Zillow did do that for a bit. They shut it down, but Zillow's, definitely more of an advertising model. So they're each transaction is nowhere near as high as something like Opendoor. But as you can imagine, pretty low gross profits at 11%. When you're talking about something as massive as selling a home cost and price, obviously I think it's fair to say that it's anybody could expect that it's going to be low gross profits. And then, but certainly some very attractive 72% plus year-over-year revenue growth when you look at their trailing 12 months. So that's a very exciting number. If you take a look at it, gross profits in a market cap 14, definitely a nice number on the list. When you look at other places out there, even Zillow, it's even lower than Zillow, and Zillow got Zillow's stock got pretty much hammered over the last couple months, right? And again, here we are, it's January 2022. But if you take a look at Opendoor, again, here we got a market cap of 7 billion, revenue of 4 billion. I mean, it's pretty, interesting and exciting that here they are. Their market cap isn't really that much bigger than their revenues, less than 2 times the size of their revenues. So, if in the event that Opendoor is an exciting growth play, could be, certainly an attractive entry point, especially if you believe in Opendoor and the long-term technology of it. Here we are at a 3-month low of the Nasdaq, and then here we are with Opendoor, where their market cap is less than twice of what their revenues are. So certainly could be an exciting entry point. If we take a look at it, Opendoor, we've got really only 6 analysts following it here on TipRanks at a moderate buy. Looks like the kind of consensus price target is about 26.80. Their price right now is what is their price? I don't have it. Let's see. Okay, their price is 11.89 for Opendoor. So yeah, if you take a look at that, so 26.80, they say 125% upside. So certainly an attractive entry point. So let me know what you think. Do you like Opendoor? Do you like Enphase? I think both of them are very strong picks in terms of innovation. And I think if you do believe in Opendoor, something like a market cap of less than 2 times their annual sales for a growth stock and an innovation investment is quite attractive, especially when you look at the reality of here we are at Nasdaq 3-month lows. Hopefully you guys like that. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Enphase and what you think about Opendoor, if you think they're attractive, or if you've got other innovative investments that you'd like me to take a look at. Everybody, I do these videos on stocks. I also do videos on earnings, as well as other news related to investments. I also do videos on credit and travel. The whole intersection of credit and travel, as well as adventure travel. And I also like to do even local stuff, right, with my miles and points, like going to concerts and just kind of using my miles and points locally, because traveling can be kind of a little bit time consuming and exhausting if you do too much of it, is at least my experience. But anyway, check out some of the other videos on investing on this channel, and yeah, let me know if you want me to take a look at other investments. Everybody, a little bit about my background. First job out of college was Merrill Lynch. I also worked in investment banking after that, and I'm actually pretty good at individual stock picking. I've got a 100x return on my Netflix investment. I purchased Netflix back back when they were at $3 billion market cap, and then also bought Apple back before the first iPhone came out. I got a whole lot of other stock picks that have gone up a lot, but those are the two kind of the two biggest where I got in really super early and held on to them. Thank you very much and have a great day.